Hey, thanks a lot, George. 9:50, and Ivan Golde, our legal expert, and I are already discussing hot and heavy a couple of topics today. First, we're talking about Michael Jackson's doctor, who right now the trial continues, as it has been this week. We have been hearing a lot of what we heard in the preliminary hearing about, today they're going to have the paramedics get on the stand.
Yes.
We've already heard from the paramedics where they're saying, it seemed like he cleaned up the scene before calling 911. Then we got there, and it seemed like Jackson had been dead for a while. He didn't just die, and there was nothing we could do. So I guess what I have to ask is, if the doctor did make a mistake, is that involuntary manslaughter?
Well, the thing is, there's medical malpractice, there's negligence, and then there's murder, involuntary manslaughter, a criminal act. Did Dr. Murray commit a criminal act? Should he go to jail for what he did, for Michael Jackson's death? And the way the jury has to figure that out is, what exactly happened here? Is the doctor telling us the truth? The prosecution, I think, wants to paint the picture that, look, Dr. Murray was doing something wrong. He was giving Michael Jackson this propofol to help him sleep. He gave him too much. He wasn't trained to do it. His nurses weren't trained. He wasn't trained. He bungled it up. He botched it up. He gave him too much, and Michael Jackson died. The doctor realizes this. He says, oh my God, I messed up. I'm going to clear all this stuff out. I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to hide it. I'm going to cover my tracks. Then I'll call 911. 911 call comes, and he doesn't say anything to the paramedics about what he did with Michael Jackson. He cleans up the scene with the propofol, and now, so they're trying to paint the picture that Conrad Murray is lying about this. He shouldn't have given Jackson that much propofol. It caused his death.
But is it still an accident?
Well, that's something that the jury has to decide.
I see.
We're not sure. We can listen to the evidence, listen to the facts,
right.
And at the end of the day, we have to say to ourselves, was this a doctor who committed medical malpractice, who was just negligent, who did something he shouldn't have done that unfortunately caused the death, or was this a criminal, grossly negligent, reckless act to such a degree that he should actually lose his freedom for? It's very rare when you see a doctor with his own patients go to jail for such negligence.
We see them sued and stuff like that, right?
Absolutely.
And they pay up, or a hospital makes a mistake.
Absolutely.
We don't see them go to jail, I guess.
Right, but people are so outraged, and they want justice for Michael Jackson.
Okay, do lend some credence and give me the weight of the defense's argument, which is going to be that, Jackson was basically ordering, he has money, he orders a doctor around, he tells him what to do, he shops doctors, he goes to one without the other, knowing he's so maybe it's, what's our own responsibility?
They are saying this is what the defense is going to say. They've already said this already to put it out there so people can digest it.
Right.
They're going to say that Michael Jackson actually injected himself, took propofol himself. Conrad Murray, who probably will testify, is going to say he only gave Jackson 25 milligrams, but Jackson had several hundred milligrams of propofol in his system. They're going to say, we don't know who did that.
Right.
I just gave him a little bit.
Right.
And they're just going to try to throw it up in the air. They're going to paint the picture of Michael Jackson having a substance abuse problem, and they're going to leave it to the jury to say, hey, wait a minute, just as you said, Daria, maybe Michael Jackson is responsible too. And
if they have any doubt that maybe Jackson had some, then they can't convict him.
Beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the legal standard.
Okay, all right, well, we're finding out a lot more in court today before the weekend break, so thanks a lot, Ivan.